For this segment of the vlog, I wanted to talk about my hair care routine. Now, these were all sent to me in PR, but I have not used anything else since because it's so good. These are the Amika Normcore shampoo and conditioner. These are incredible, guys. They remind me so much of the Pureology, the Strength Cure, which is the blue one. And they're so nice and they smell so good. Like, Amika's scent is so delicious. So the shampoo cleanses super well and it suds up really nicely. And then the conditioner makes it so you can like literally run your fingers through. Like, I can normally not do this with wet hair, like ever. It's like always super tangled and I like wait till the end, but these have been amazing. And I like that the caps are different because I have mixed up my shampoo and conditioner before when they're in similar bottles and then I wind up wasting it. But so good. I love these. So they did send these to me, but I am obsessed and the scent is so good and they're a good price, especially compared to Pureology. But if you like the Strength Cure shampoo and conditioner, I feel like you'll really like this. And again, the scent is even better. So next up is the Hydro Rush is what I'm using. This is the Intense Moisture Leave-In Conditioner. I'm just trying to like be even about that. And then I'll kind of just lightly rake it through. And then sometimes my hair holds on to moisture, so I have to like wring it out. Okay, then the Wizard, which is amazing. I feel like you probably could skip the leave-in conditioner. Like, I do love it. I think it's wonderful. But this primer is so good. Like, it's amazing. But I really like this one because it does detangle and it protects against heat. So I feel like you could probably skip the conditioner and just do the Wizard instead. But I would say the Wizard is non-negotiable. Okay, so now that my hair is completely dry, I'll just run a brush through before I curl it. I normally would like give it a minute and go do my makeup in the meantime, but since this is a video, I wanted to do it all at once. And I do have quite a few blow dryer like attachment things like with brushes and stuff. But I don't use them because anytime I did, I would get these little baby hairs that would like break off like at the top, I think from like pulling with it, which if you know, you're supposed to use tension when you do that. But I just found that I had so much damage when I used those. So I don't use them anymore really. I do like the curling attachments sometimes. They just take a long time because I have fine hair, but I have a lot of it. So it just takes a while to do that. So I prefer to just curl my hair after. And like I said, normally I would just give it some time in between curling, but not today. I also forgot to tell you guys, this robe is the cutest thing ever. It has little lapels on it, like almost like a suit, which I think is so cute. And it is from the brand Homey, Hommey, and I love it. Like, it's so cute, although it is super warm, like blow drying right now. I was like sweating. I put it on the cool setting and literally went like that to my face so that it would be cool. But it's so cute. I love it. I love the stripes. They have all different colors. I don't really have like a special way of curling my hair. Like, I didn't section it off this time. Sometimes I will, but since I'm going for more of like a effortless curl, like not quite a blowout where it's very effortful, I just start at the top and then roll it back up and then kind of hold it for a few seconds. And sometimes I will do like the Utah curl method of like pulling, like untwisting and pulling, but I'll always make sure the end is curled. I don't like the straight end look, but I find that doing that gives it like a lot of length to where it's not too like short. Like it doesn't shorten the hair, it like keeps it the same length. And again, just looks a little more effortless, but it just depends on what I'm going for. So I'll kind of alternate and do whatever I'm feeling like depending on the curl. I'm just gonna curl the rest of my head and I'll get back to you when I'm done. So here is my finished hair after curling it. I try to kind of leave it and not touch it too much, even though I did just then, but I can't help it, I guess. The other thing I wanted to say is, okay. I wanted to talk about the other Amika products I love, which is the dry shampoo. Has the same luscious smell as all of the other products I talked about. And the soul food mask is really, really nice. And then this lightweight styling oil is unreal, you guys. Like, you know how you'll put an oil in and it'll feel like it grabbed in certain areas and not others? Like it just didn't go in evenly. This one feels like it somehow attaches itself to every single hair, and look like how shiny it makes your hair. It is unreal, especially if you have fine hair like me, or you just find that your hair gets dull after like a day or so of being washed. This will make it so shiny. It is seriously so good. My top like cannot live withouts are the Wizard, the Normcore shampoo and conditioner, and the Superstar or Superfruit Star lightweight hairstyling oil. They're just, it's all so good. I'm obsessed, and I literally haven't touched my other hair products, like other than products that I don't have from Amika, like hairspray or things like that, but these are so good. Like, highly recommend. And again, not sponsored, they just send it to me in PR, but I am seriously obsessed, so I love it. So the other day I had the most incredible latte. It was so delicious. They called it a raspberry cheesecake latte, and basically it was raspberry syrup and white chocolate, and it was so good. So I wanted to get a sugar-free version and see if it was as good. Sugar-free syrups can be hit or miss. I feel like some are really good, and then some you just taste the like sugar-freeness and it doesn't taste good, but I thought we'd try this. I also am using my old camera for like vlogs, because my other one is like huge. It's a Canon 90D and it's wonderful, it's beautiful, it's incredible. However, like carrying it around the house gives me a lot of like I don't want to do that. And I was using my phone, but YouTube videos just take up so much more memory, so switching to this camera, which is just like my old Sony camera. It's like a Sony Alpha 5100. Like, I literally bought this when I was 19 planning to do YouTube, and I didn't put out a YouTube video I think until I was like 21, maybe 22. And the reason I didn't was because I had nothing to edit it with. Like, I bought a camera and then literally no way of editing any of the videos. So but I have this one now, so I'm happy about that. Makes it a lot easier and it's a lot less stressful. So I have my Nespresso brewing just into a mug. I don't have any like fancy Nespresso cups, so I'm just using a mug. I don't know how loud that is. I may need to give it a sec. So now I'm just letting the espresso cool in the mug. I feel like when it's too hot, it can mess with the milk. It kind of like burns it or may burn the syrup, and it will make it taste bad. I feel like iced coffee has been like the hardest thing to get right at home for whatever reason. So now for this, we're going to peel the lid off. So for this, I'm basically just gonna like, I usually will use the cap because I don't trust myself to free pour. So I'm gonna do, I usually do 2 capfuls when I do the other skinny syrups. I'm just calling them skinny syrups because I think it's skinny mixes actually, but
I don't know. So then I like to use mason jars. I know they're not like aesthetic or anything, but they have like the measurements on there. So I'm gonna fill it to the 6-ounce line. Actually more to the 7. There's not a 7-ounce line, but basically between the 6 and 8. Look how beautiful that is. That color is gorgeous. I love that. Okay. I love pink, so naturally, you know. Then I don't put the ice in yet, so I'm just gonna pour that in there. Thank goodness. I was gonna make a matcha, but apparently when you make a matcha with raspberry syrup, it turns gray because of like the red and the green. So I was like, well, that's not gonna be very pretty, like unless you do a raspberry cold foam float, but no need for that, right? And then I use plastic straws. I do have glass straws with like my little cute Wicked glasses. I just use these plastic ones. I got these from Target. They're reusable plastic straws, but you know, just a little worrisome with the glass, which of course just check. I think that there are ways to like get around that, like check your glass straws, of course, and don't jam them into your drink. Put them in gently. Okay, now this is what we have. Let's taste test it. That's amazing. This does have like a tiny bit of like the sugar-free taste, but it's honestly not bad. There are some I've had where it's unbearable pretty much. But I've noticed doing more of like sugar-free things like drinks and stuff, like I will still have full sugar things, but I've noticed that I get really grumpy when I have full sugar things. So having like a sugar-free option, if there is one, I will usually take that. You guys. Oh yeah, there you go. It's stuck again.
Oh my gosh. This is the reality of the behind the scenes stuff because yikes. Okay, here we go. Crack it. Okay, love this. How cute is that? Okay, tell me why I was trying to just like awkwardly lean over so you guys could see. I just put on my light so we have like the normal setup, so sorry it's not like quite as relaxed as a vlog. But oh my gosh, this is seriously some of the most clever PR like packaging and marketing I have ever seen. Like this is so adorable. The fact that everything is like a butter theme, like this is like a squishy case. It's hard to see. I've seen like some makeup bags like this, but I love that they did that for brushes. They have like a little travel set in here too, so I thought it was really cool that they decided to do a travel set like with this whole brush collection. And the handles, I mean the handles aren't too short, which I like. That's like one of my pet peeves is when the handles are like super tiny, because I like to be able to move my hand up and down the brush, like less control and like lighter, more control and like harsher. So I don't know, I love this. I love that they did the little travel brushes. We'll put it there without the case because it's so cute. There's something so satisfying about all of this being butter, because like the blend is like butter. That's what this whole thing is about. So I freaking love that. I think that's so cute. So yeah, Morphe Buttery Blends. So you get the Buttery Blends 4-piece base brush set, which I believe was, oh wait, no, that's actually this one. Which this one has a concealer brush, a slanted blush brush, a cream and liquid brush for bronzer, and then this one is also a powder bronzer brush. I would say this is more of like a blush brush. I hope you can see. Hopefully my lights aren't too bright. I think every single one of these is a foundation brush, which you could also use for cream products like cream bronzer or cream blush as well. So yeah, you have like this really fun flat one that looks kind of like an actual paintbrush, and then like a thinner, fluffier one that's more of like a dome shape. And then this one is like a bit denser and is a slight dome shape. And then you have like just like your classic flat foundation brush, which I love those. Like it's like the flat kabuki brush. It looks like it has like a haircut just all the way across the top. But these are so stinking cute. And then I feel like the only thing you're really lacking from this set, and I don't know if they're selling them separately, is eyeshadow brushes. But that being said, I feel like people have been more relaxed with their eyeshadows, so people haven't been using like as intensive eye brushes, if that makes sense. Like they're not doing the whole shebang. I am always doing that because I love eyeshadow. But yeah, this was also adorable. This is their little like sponge like brush, or no, their sponge tool duo. And the thing I really loved about this is you have the cute sponge, which, you know, we all know that sponge. And then you have this little carrier that looks like a little coin purse. It kind of opens like that to protect your little sponge. So like, I thought that was so cute with the puff, because a lot of those get super dirty, especially when you travel. So having it in here, I loved that. I thought that was really cute. So this collection is freaking darling, and I can't wait to use it. I did actually need some brushes. Some of mine are just like the handles are starting to crack and they're starting to shed. So that's like a sign if like your brushes are like starting to like fail. Also, like wash your brushes. I don't know. I think everyone knows that. Some people don't, and some people should wash theirs more, including myself. So that is the cutest little PR box. Thank you so much to Morphe. It feels like such a full circle moment. I remember when I was like 19 and working at an auto shop. I was like 18 and 19 during that time. That was like the highlight, was getting my paycheck at the end of the week and then doing like a Morphe order online. Like I worked at an auto shop as like a kind of like a parts runner, which is just like, what was I doing? That has nothing to do with me. It's so funny to say because I'm just such a girly girl, but yeah, so I worked at like, you know, an auto shop, and then when I would get my paycheck at the end of the week, I would spend it on Morphe and makeup. but Morphe just has such a soft spot in my heart because of that. Like I had almost all of their palettes at the time, like when they had the big 35 pan palettes, 350, if you know what I'm talking about, you know. But yeah, this is just so cool that I am receiving PR. If you would have told 18 or 19-year-old me, I would have screamed. I would have been like, are you serious? Like, oh, so just thank you to Morphe. This is amazing, and what a freaking cool collection. Like, this is amazing. So thank you. And just what a cool collection. This is gorgeous. I'll have like an aesthetic unboxing video on shorts for you guys because I love watching those and I hope you guys do too. So that'll be on there.